I'ma tell you what banks told me, cause go ahead, switch the style up. And if they hate, then let them hate, then watch the money pile up. Or we can go upside there with a, come on, they know where we be. You can find me in the club, full of, mama, I got what you need, if you need to fill up. I'm in the habit, I ain't in the make it. So come give me a hug, if you're in the getting it. You can find me in the club, full of, mama, I got what you need, if you need to fill up. I'm in the habit, I ain't in the make it. So come give me a hug, if you're in the getting it. Don't try to act like you don't know who we be, neither. We in the club all the time, it's a pop on. Shady Aftermath.
It's the National Football League on EA Sports, and we'll see this team's leader at quarterback. He's gonna have to air it out plenty this week. Buckle up. There's football coming your way, and it comes your way next.
Well, the skies certainly aren't cooperating, Brock, but for a lot of those guys on the field, this is perfect football weather. As we welcome you to another presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. All right, football fans, settle in because we got bragging rights on the line in this one. Kate, Scott, Brock Heward here with you as we get set for a division rematch, Brock. One side seeking the sweep, and the other looking for some revenge after how that first showdown went.
What do they say about familiarity? Familiarity does what?
It breeds something, Brock. It breeds, contempt.
It breeds contempt. Yeah. These teams don't like each other. They can fake it. They can say all the right things in the papers. They don't want any bulletin board material. But the fact is, you know your division foes better than anybody, and they know you. And that familiar...
The ball is teed up as rain continues to fall. And this one's away on EA Sports. He's stuffed on the return at the 27. So here comes their offense for its opening drive. And we'll get a look at the guy calling the shots, their fifth-year quarterback.
Last week, Kate, you won't call his effort wasted, never. But you wish a game like that would have come in a win instead of showing up in a contest they ended up dropping. 2 touchdowns, no picks. That's the type of game that wins are typically built off of.
It's an option right that begins this drive. And they'll bring him down after a pretty short gain. It's a gain of 3 for him. That brings up 2nd and 7.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings us 2nd and 7.
Now we're on the counter. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
You know, that's so hard for me, Kate. That's the type of effort that deserves better when it comes to the results. It's going to show up as a negative run on the stat sheet, but that was not the runner's fault. He did all he could to fight to get back to the line, but this defense just kept swarming. That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Punter takes the field on 4th down, and he sends this one flying. Pulled in at the 20. It's a nice running on that return. He gets it up past the 35. So here comes this offense as they get set for their opening drive. And bringing them out now, a quarterback who really knows how to make something exciting happen.
He's one of the select group of quarterbacks where when he takes the field, everyone, and I mean everyone, takes notice. He's part of the game's elite and the game's most important position, and it really is a spectacle, Kate, anytime he leads an offense out, because you know he's capable of plays that other quarterbacks in this league simply cannot make.
Now we'll take a moment to check out his numbers on the ground from a week ago. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Back-to-back carries here. And here's another stop made right at the line. Nice back-to-back reps from this defense. So a tough spot now. This is 3rd and 9. They've got a man in motion. Throw in on 3rd and long. Escapes the pocket. He'll make a bid for it on the ground. And he's going to go down right along the midfield stripe. Give him 13 on that play. And that'll give him a 1st down.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
All right, set now, 1st and 10. Now a give running right. Breaks the tackle, green grass ahead. And he's able to reach the 40 on that play.
Hey, look, Kate, you can't just ask one tackler to go mano-a-mano and stop this guy. You got to have the cavalry coming. One guy makes a hit, the others are there to clean up and pile on, because one-on-one, he's going to run right through you.
Off the play fake, he'll throw. Completed to his running back. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
On 1st down, they'll run. And he'll be brought down here at the 23-yard line. They get an even 10 on that play. And it'll give them a 1st down. Back to the well again. And he's brought down for a loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Another carry for him. And he's able to take this down to the red zone. He's stopped at the 17. He picks up 8 on the run, and now they're going to have 3rd and 4. He'll throw it. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's in. Touchdown! These guys have a great first drive and get the game's first points. He finds one of his great receivers, Brock, and they are off to a great start to begin this ball game.
Yeah, it's such a positive offensively when you can go find not just a field goal, but a touchdown on that opening drive. And defensively, this starts to shake the foundation of your preparation and makes you wonder what's in store.
That one splits the uprights. And his guys will jump out to a 7-0 lead. They put a touchdown on the board, and now they'll send it away. This return starts at the 5. Finds some space, he's past the 30. Field flipping return as he brought it down on the opposite side of the 50. So here comes this offense for its 2nd series of the game. They didn't start the game off like they wanted, Brock. Still searching for that opening 1st down as they take the field a 2nd time. And he's able to manage a couple on that run. Eight yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. They give it to him again. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Give him about 3 yards, and now they're going to have 3rd and 5 to figure out. They're throwing it. To the sideline, complete, and he's got the 1st down as he stays in bounds.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down, and nice to see them roll.
So much to the chagrin of this crowd, that challenge flag is out, and they want to take another look. We're all watching that sideline here, seeing where those feet came down.
And no matter what they rule here, Kate, that was an outstanding effort just to make the catch.
Yeah.
Now we got to look and see, did he get both feet in with possession?
All right, so that challenge is unsuccessful, but still a chance to earn a third one if their next challenge leads to an overturned call. To throw here on first down. Finds him over the middle. And he's able to drive this to the 29 before the stop. Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 29-yard line.
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he'll be brought down here at the 23-yard line. That one ends up a gain of 6. And they're going to have a first down. Throwing from the gun here. That's much too high and out of the end zone, incomplete.
Well, the QB right there, he put it pretty close to the sidelines to begin with. And the defender, well, that was a nice job. Just simply put a hand out there and let me just encourage the ball to fall incomplete.
Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he got it real close, but stopped just about a yard or so shy of that first down. 3rd down, 1 yard to go. Fakes the handoff, now to throw. And the defender comes away with it.
Not a lot of one-play swings bigger than that one right there. That throw looked destined for 6, and instead, it gets intercepted by the defense. The only way to get bigger is if he somehow returned it 100-plus yards for 6 the other way. But what a gigantic swing of emotion.
The visitors and their running back about to get back to work. And they've been able to lean on him in the early goings of this NFL season. He's in the top 5 of the NFL in rushing. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing. And the first down pass sent away by a defender, incomplete.
Any DB prefers a highlight reel interception to just forcing an incomplete pass. But as soon as he realized a pick wasn't possible on the play, he gets his hands on it and made sure it wasn't completed.
And he found some running room for a nice gain. There on the tackle, the rookie out of Auburn. Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2. Throwing now off play action. Complete beyond the marker. It's a 26-yard pickup there. And that gives them the first.
Man, I love that effort, adding as much as possible to that catch while earning the first down. That's called yards after catch, and it's what coaches want from all their pass catchers on the roster.
New set of downs for him from the 46. Man in motion, headed right. Play action on first down. And no look there, and that throw falls to the ground.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
Finds him on the crossing route. And they've got him down near the red zone at the 22. It's a 24-yard gash, and it gives them the first down.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. And a lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
We're back, and we'll join this drive already in progress to begin quarter 2. They're looking at yet another 1st and 10 on this drive. Caught near the goal line. He has the touchdown. So, Brock, this offense looking sharp here in the first half as they extend their lead.
You know, and when things are going well, sometimes you really just get into a groove. And this is a unit that's putting the pieces together.
PAT effort coming up. Extra points sent in through the rain. And these guys double their lead to 14.
Our home team, nothing.
Following the touchdown, they'll kick it back and see what the opposition has in store. That's going to be taken in at the 8. Oh, he's showing some burst on this return. And he showed some burst on that return, getting them all the way to their own 40. That outruns their offense. They haven't been able to get that offense going just yet, Brock. The deficit at 14. New slate of downs to approach here from the 40. Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. Has it downfield, working the left. And good tackle, but a flag is down, likely against the defense. So a little too much contact on the part of the defender, and the officials flag him for it. Back to pass on 1st and 10. Completed over the middle. And they make the stop, we're going to say, at about the 37-yard line.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on 1st down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down. And with 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
And the cover just too good there. Didn't find a throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. 3rd down coming up. Back now, pressure on its way. Hits his running back. And he's going to be brought down at the 23-yard line. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your 3rd downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
He brings the offense up now for a 1st and 10. Throwing from the gun. And this throw's knocked away, incomplete.
I know a DB in the stat sheet loves to see INT and not PBU, but as soon as he realized a pick wasn't possible, he does the next best thing and knocks it away.
Nearly intercepted. Ooh, he almost had it. Couldn't bring it in. Incomplete. That brings up 3rd down. Setting up a throw. And he just gets rid of this one, but unfortunately, that means 4th down coming up.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
And that one is good. A little longer, but no problem at all. And that'll get him back to 11.
A dependable kicker, man. That is a coach's best friend. Saves him so much stress to have a guy he can really trust to go out and hit it from that distance consistently. Because from that far out, no kick is a guarantee.
They'll have decent field position to begin with here, Brock. He's tackled just beyond that 30-yard line. They've got 1st down from the 31. Lone back gets the handoff. And the defense gets there to force a small loss. Offense to the line for 2nd down. Lone back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
Kate, I know you can see that smile on my face as we stand next to each other. Sure, I love that run, but I'm thinking about some great running backs. In fact, Corey Dillon, who created a lot of negative grades on my play sheet because I didn't want to carry out no fake. I wanted to watch the damage he could do like we just saw.
And he drives into a pile of defenders and is stopped right at the line. 2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. Changing things up, they're going to throw now. Hits him on the out route. And he pushes this down to the 42 before going down. Give him 11 yards, Brock, and a fresh set of downs. They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. Look into the air here. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Got the one-on-one they wanted, Brock, on that slant, but just not enough to get the completion.
Yeah, you got to create separation. We all love the slant route. It can be super effective, but you got to beat press. You got to beat jam. You got to beat off man, and you got to create separation so there's not that bang-bang impact to knock the ball loose like that.
3rd and long for him here. Dumps it off to his running back. And he's taken down at the 30. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the 1st down.
This dude just simply got a nose for the marker no matter how they get him the ball, Kate. Hand it to him, and he sniffs out that 1st down. Get it to him on a screen, and it's no different. He surges ahead and keeps this drive moving.
1st and 10 now from the 30. Lone back in the backfield, and they give it to him. Room to the right. Is in. Touchdown. So great work by the running back there, Brock. Found just a little bit of space, and he took advantage all the way for 6.
Big time. I mean, so big time. You know, and you hear running back coaches, Kate, say this. They'll say slow to explode through. And he explodes all the way for the touchdown.
Setting up to try the point after. Got a good plant in the rain there. The extra point flies through. And his guys push their lead to 18. And after they reach the end zone, they'll kick it off and turn things over to the defense. Starting from the 5. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. This offense making its way back out now. And down double digits, Brock. Field goals like we saw on their last drive aren't going to move the needle as much as they need to. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Give now to the running back. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down.
That was the perfect play call for that particular situation. Gave him enough to pick up a 1st with some room to spare.
They go play action on 1st. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. So they opt for the shorter pass later in the progression on that play, Brock, but man, the defense took that away too.
Well, what they tell us yesterday in those production meetings, nothing comes easy. No easy completions from shots down the field to those checkdowns to the running back. Wanted to make this offense earn everything. They just did.
That's going to pick up the 1st down after a gain of 26.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on a defense.
Markers reset, ball at the 37. They'll run here on 1st down. And this one doesn't go far. 2 on the pickup there, and it's going to be 2nd and 8. Now a give on the counter. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. It's a 4-yard pickup, and they need the same now here on 3rd down.
A gain of 4 brings up 3rd and 4.
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Looking for a target. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up. Can't find the back on the dump off. And 4th and 4 coming up. And that one is good. A little longer, but no problem at all. And that lowers the deficit to 15.
Okay, one of the areas that kickers and quarterbacks are similar, they want to get into rhythm, and no better way to feel good than get into that rhythm and start a game 2 for 2 as a kicker.
Here's a return from the 7. This return makes it up to the 25. The visitors, and this running back headed back out for a new series. And that front is really going to need to buckle down and provide some more opposition because he's gotten off to an excellent start here. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Airing it out to start this drive. He completes it in traffic.
I feel so bad, I really do. And I don't mean this sarcastically, Kate. I feel bad for these guys in coverage. I don't know how you defend some of these players today because they get that drag route, they get one step inside of you. Well, there's very little you can do other than make the tackle.
And they'll only let him get up to around the 28 before taking him down. Let's see what they draw up on a 3rd and 7. He's going to throw this one. He has the first over the middle. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37. It's a pickup of 9 yards. And that'll be a 1st down.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of 3rd downs just like that.
We've reached the 2-minute warning. Markers reset, ball at the 37. Trying to throw here out of the gun. Short pass brought in. And he'll get it up to the 44.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on 1st down. Textbook. It sets up 2nd and very manageable, and it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage. Still sticking with the passing game. He's on the move. This time they're going to get there, and they drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Kate, I've seen a 1-step drop. I've seen a 3, a 5, a 7. Some of the boots and play actions get more depth, but a 20-step drop? That's not going to cut it. Except for this defense, it just adds a whole bunch of negative yards to that play.
They really need some chunk yardage here on 2nd down. Trying again, following the sack. Has him on the quick hitter. And he rips off good yardage, but it will not move the chains. They need some extra time to think over 3rd and long. We've got a timeout. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half. This drive in jeopardy. Here's a 3rd and 10. Now he'll throw off the play fake. It is Cup, left side. Wow, they get a big old 32 yards out of that play, as well as a new set of downs.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Thinking touchdown here after that big play. We've got 1st and 10 from the red zone. Working inside the red zone. Finds him over the middle. And as they bring him down, let's check the penalty flag.
Illegal block in the back. Offense.
So they catch the illegal block in the back, Brock, and that's rare that we see the clipping call. It's a dangerous play. It's rightfully going to back up this offense. Throwing from the gun here. He keeps those feet in and makes the catch. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. Before we can get a snap on 2nd down, they call timeout. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half. 2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. They are throwing it again. Throwing the out route complete. And he's got it inside the 15 before going out. 3rd and 4 coming up now. Pass play now. He brings it in. And he takes this one down to the 10 before hitting that sideline.
All you can do is shake your head sometimes. Sure, the pass play works, but they come up just an inch or two short for the 1st down.
And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. And it's a 3-score game now, an 18-point lead.
In that close, in the red zone, you know they're upset. They couldn't finish the drive with the touchdown. It's only half the points, but at least there's something to show for the possession.
And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30.
At their own 30-yard line.
He'll throw it. That one's complete, right side. And he's short of the first after a mild gain. So we're at halftime of a lopsided contest thus far. One team with a no need for halftime. We'll just keep it right here and get started with the third quarter. Teams are back out on the field. Everyone is set, and the second half is underway. Return starts at the 9. Finds some space. He's past the 30. And great starting field position here as they bring him down beyond the 40. The visitors headed back out on offense. Their quarterback returning to the field now. And as we see some of the highlights from their showing, his work a big part of why they're in front right now. Having a nice, solid game as their offensive leader. I think we can say he's had a firm grip on the wheel and has really driven them to this advantage. They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. Throwing now from the gun. Fits it through the middle. And he breaks into enemy territory before being stopped on a huge gain.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
Into the red zone after that big pickup. It's 1st and 10 from the 15. From the red zone now. Cut near the goal line. And he'll be taken down at the last possible moment. He's at the 1. 14 yards on a nice play there, and it gives them 1st and goal. And not a lot of room for him as he's brought down. Only a yard on the pickup. Now it's 2nd and goal. He'll look to throw. And oh, he got it! Interception!
Well, that's it right there. That's the resilience and the mental toughness that every coach wants to see from his defense. Not a great spot for him. Backed up close enough that they're going to get shots taken in the end zone. But instead of collapsing under pressure, they rose up and they created the takeaway.
The offense getting set to go. They're running out of time to get this game into a more manageable spot, Brock. We've got a 3-score deficit, and we're in quarter number 3. Shotgun snap, they're gonna throw. Throw left side, complete. And he'll get it up to the 27.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up 2nd and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
2nd and 3. Completed over the middle. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in. They'll come up 1st and 10.
35-yard line.
Right up the gut. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great blocking to spring them. Guys hitting blocks downfield, and a back who can show off his wheels.
Can't connect over the middle, it's incomplete. Almost a completion of the wrong team there. So that brings up 2nd down. Dropping back to throw. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Pass play coming here. Puts a little too much into this one. That's too high. Brings up 4th down.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Punt team is on now, and they get this away. And this one ventures out of play on the fly. The question is where it's marked. Looks like they'll say the 17-yard line. Their offense running back out now. And taking a look at these highlights, Brock, just a reminder of the type of game that they have had throwing the football. It really has been the key to their success.
Yeah, they've just not only stayed on schedule here, Kate. Man, they've made some music, right? Great rhythm.
Yeah.
Not just ahead of schedule, but huge plays have followed. We've seen a lot of different looks and wrinkles throughout this performance, and it's been a joy to watch.
He's got a man left, and he's tackled for a short gain. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. Here's the lone back on the handoff. It's a 4-yard pickup, and they need the same now here on third down.
You know, these are the kind of runs, Kate, that a balanced game plan and a balanced offense is built on. It gets you good yardage, it sets up your play action, and it keeps that defense honest.
And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a first down.
They've got first down from the 31. They'll try and throw it here. Complete over the middle. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. From the 37. Splits a couple of defenders and completes it. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
23-yard line. It's a gain of 6. And a first down.
They'll run here from the gun. Past midfield to the 45. And he works this down to the 41. That's 16 on the pickup. And they'll have first down.
Results in a first down.
Back to throw now. And a man is there to knock that away. Clean breakup on that throw. And now they face second down. He's dropping back to throw. This one is hit by a defender and winds up incomplete. Trying to force one through there. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long. Looking for a throw here. Flushed out of the pocket. He's running for it. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
You know, these are the type of plays that really get an offense going. This is a chance for QB to inspire the guys around him. Calling his own number, carrying his teammates to a first down on that big run. That inflates an offense, and it can suck the wind out of that defense.
The drive picks up here, 1st and 10. Handoff now out of the gun. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
He easily had the yardage for a first, but he was hungry for a lot more. I think that tackle prevented something that was going to be a lot bigger than just a first down pickup.
First down from the red zone. Has it down close. And he takes it down to the 2, but no touchdown yet. He's out of bounds. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Plowing up the middle. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
Kate, it's amazing how fast these guys are on the field and how fast your fortunes can turn. 2nd and short run, you're feeling good about yourself. But with a negative play, well, now comes a critical 3rd down.
3rd and a lone yard coming up. Back to throw. And he makes the catch. Did he get both feet in? No! Oh, so close to 6. Incomplete. So much to the chagrin of this crowd, that challenge flag is out, and they want to take another look. Oh, this one is really close, Brock. Did he establish possession and then get both feet down?
Yeah, maintaining possession while being a ballerina, not always easy. A lot to look at here, but I know he thinks he's got a touchdown.
So better luck on their second challenge of the contest, and they now have a third one available to them. That one right down the middle. And these guys continue piling onto this lead.
Our home team, 6.
After the field goal, they'll boot it away and put their defense back out on the field. This return starts at the 5. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The home team's back out on offense. Their running back headed out once again. This has become must-score territory now every time out as they trail by a full 4 possessions in this second half. Running back sent in motion. And this is going to end up incomplete. He really aired it out there on first down, but just couldn't make the connection. So after the incompletion, here comes the second down call. Here's a throw. Setting up the screen. Space past the 35. And now he's going to head out of bounds after a nice gain. Markers reset, ball at the 37.
7-yard line.
Throwing now on first down. Short pass brought in. And he's brought down after a short gain.
To number 89.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 38-yard line.
A give now from the gun. And he's downed after getting this up to the 41. He puts together a gain of 2, and we are at the end of our third quarter. Thankfully, only 1 quarter to play now. We've reached the end of 3 in this lopsided affair. This one, well, it has been a rough watch for the hometown guys. Their side getting blown out as we begin the 4th. Let's see what they draw up on this 3rd and 7. They'll throw it. Complete beyond the marker. And he'll be taken down, but not until he reaches that 45-yard line. They gain 14 on the play. And it sets up first down.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
Trying to throw here out of the gun. Has him on the quick hitter. And they make this stop. We're going to say at about the 37-yard line.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
I'm sure Coach, play caller, doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
Short pass caught by his tight end. And he's going to be out of bounds. Looks like a yard or 2 short of the 25. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
He'll throw it yet again. Play didn't break how they wanted it, and he throws this away.
That is normally a gimme for this offense, these short throws. But the defense, well, they had just enough influence on that play to force the incompletion.
Brought in close to the 8. And that play is brought to a halt, so they're going to say at the 5-yard line. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with 1st and goal.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. They'll try and punch it in. And he's brought down for a loss.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
And he cannot shake the tackler along the line of scrimmage. They've held him out twice. Here we go, 3rd and goal. Now looking to throw. And he finds him in the end zone for the touchdown. These guys making the scoreboard look a touch better. Slant route, as it does so many times every game we call, Brock. Paying dividends. Made that touchdown look a lot easier than it was.
An uncontested release that close to the end zone spells disaster for a defense every time, Kate. You got to have a whole lot more physicality at the point of attack because a QB is always going to be looking for that short little slant near the goal line.
That one splits the uprights. And his guys make it an 18-point game. Now after the touchdown, they'll kick it back and see what the opposition can do. Fielded at the 7. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. This offense and their quarterback making their way back out there, ready to take over once again. And on that last drive, Brock, he crossed a notable threshold in passing yards for the season. Always nice when you can reach one of those plateaus to look back on after the year's over. And he'll go down after fighting his way into the 32.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that 1st down marker.
Looking right, and he finds him. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a 1st down.
It's a gain of 10 and a 1st down.
Hand off to the back. And not much doing. He stopped quickly. 3 yards on the 1st down play, and that brings up 2nd and 7.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
Back-to-back carries here. Breaks the tackle. Green grass ahead. They pick up 20 yards there. And it'll give them a 1st down.
Kate, you know by now I'm not shy about referencing movies during a game, and that run, that was a picture-perfect script. You get the defense thinking one thing, looking one way, then bam! You surprise them with a twist and head the other way for a big run.
1st down, ball at the 36. Back to the well again. And he'll bowl his way ahead for a 4-yard pickup.
He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 + 4 + 4 equals a 1st down.
And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
It's easy for me to say up here in the friendly confines of the booth, Kate, but that was not the right read. And you hate seeing him absorb yet another hit at the end of the play. You never want him taking unnecessary shots throughout this game.
That's caught for the 1st. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with 1st and goal.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal. They'll run the counter. And the plunge up the gut yields nothing there. No gain that time, and now it'll be 2nd and goal. They're running again. And he runs this one in for the touchdown. These guys keep adding to that 4th quarter lead. It's what every player who scores a touchdown wants to do, Brock. He wants to get right back there and put another 6 on the board.
I've never met an NFL player content with one end zone trip in a game.
Nope.
Yeah, if you're content, you're not making it to this league. You get one, you're instantly thinking of another, and the fortunate few are able to actually deliver on it.
That one right down the middle. And these guys grow their lead yet again.
Our home team, 13.
They put a touchdown on the board, and now they'll send it away. He fields it from the 8. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. Their offense ready to take the field now. And all game, they have struggled to attack this deficit. Maybe they can do a little window dressing here. Offense ready to begin this drive, 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing. He completes it in traffic. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. We've reached the 2-minute warning. These guys trying to make it look a little nicer on that scoreboard. Here's 2nd and 5. Finds him over the middle. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
Pick up a 5 on that play, and that'll give them a 1st down. They are throwing it again. And that one's behind him. That's incomplete.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. They'll throw it again. Hits him on the out route. 16 yards on the play. And it'll give him a 1st down.
Okay, I know exactly what's going to happen. I've seen it once, I've seen it 100 times. Next week on the practice field, this running back's going to say, see, I'm not just a running back. I can play receiver. And you receivers, you couldn't do my job, but I just showed you I could do yours.
Still sticking with the passing game. Finds his man over the middle. And he takes it just inside the 40, down to the 39. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9.
The 39-yard line.
Throwing it again here. He keeps those feet in and makes the catch.
I know I could sound like a broken record when I talk about timing and getting the ball out on time and on rhythm, but these outcuts, it is so imperative, and the best of them make it look oh so easy.
He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. They haven't found it easy to score in this one, Brock, and physicality just like that, a big reason why.
And it usually is, Kate. I love defensive coordinators when they say, hey, it's not just what you see, it's what you hear. And you could hear the physicality of that knocking the ball loose.
And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
Oh, I love 4th downs. It just brings out the very best, and you get to see how you handle the most pressure, and it turns out, well, they handled it pretty darn well, and now they'll keep pushing.
They're now set for 1st and 10. Back to throw. Catch made over the middle. And they bring him down at the 18-yard line. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. He'll throw it. Almost had 6, but can't find him in the end zone. Incomplete. Thought he had a touchdown there. And what will they dial up on 3rd and short? Shotgun snap, they're gonna throw. And there's our last in image of this game. It's intercepted. And he adds some yards to the pick before they bring him down. So something to be proud of, Brock, as they come away with the win. And they take not just a victory, but some serious year-long bragging rights home with them after this one, as they finish off the sweep of their division rivals. This has been another edition of the NFL on EA Sports. With all our crew here and my broadcast partner, Brock Heward, I'm Kate Scott. This celebration begins for our winners as we say thanks for watching and have a great rest of your day.